Hello, good evening, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, L.A. by Night. This evening we bring you Season 3, Chapter 7, Hollywood Ending. Let's meet our vampires and our ghoul.
Hi, I'm Josephine McAdam, and I am playing Eva the Tremere.
Hi, I'm Erica Ishii, and I'm playing Annabelle.
I'm Vince Casso, and I'm playing Greg Demetrios.
Hi, I'm Cynthia Marie, and I'm playing Nellie G.
I'm B. Dave Walters. I'm playing Victor Temple, and I'm ready to get our brother back.
And I'm Jason Carl, your storyteller. Alex Ward, who plays Jasper, will join us tonight at a dramatically appropriate moment. Perhaps. Let's begin with an important reminder. This is the world of darkness, and here, secrets have a way of getting out. Sometimes that is accidental, and sometimes it is deliberate.
Calling all Nightsiders, it's your guardian archangel with a special bulletin for anyone who cares about the secrets hiding in the darkness of Los Angeles. I know you all have urgent business to attend to, what with all your fine dining, backstabbings, and political betrayals, but there's something hot brewing in the night. Here's what you need to know. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and whispers say the crown prince of L.A. himself may be feeling that weight more than ever. What could be causing the recent royal transplant from San Francisco to act so off? Nobody seems to know, but his behavior hasn't gone unnoticed at all levels of the ivory tower. Shadows play tricks all throughout the city lately, don't they, dear listeners? Rumor has it that these shadows are acting just a little outside the best interests of the tower. But my sources tell me that there's a new sheriff in town. Will she join their dance? Or will that dynamic get explosive? Finally, a little birdie told me a certain Rose has been asleep for the last few nights. And in her sleep, what dreams may come? Could she be looking back into things gone by? Dreams and memories are so similar, don't you think? Okay, I've buried the lead story long enough. Those who follow my broadcast know I keep an extra close eye on a certain group of valley licks who seem to find their way into all the most dangerous of situations. One of them, a certain Jasper, may be in a jam he can't get himself out of. Stay by your phones, friends, because that guy is about to need help from anyone who cares. When it happens, it's going to be quick, so keep your dials tuned and your ears to the streets. I know, personally, I care a bit for that brooding sod. Oh, the tangled web we weave with strands taut across our fair city. Strung so tightly that even the slightest pull in the wrong place could bring it all down. Ties that bind, and snap and fall. Discomforting, I know, but at least you can depend on me, your archangel. Hold my frequency, and I'm yours. I'll be back with more. And Jasper, I'm looking out for you.
Hollywood. It's a place of dreams and nightmares. Tonight, events will transpire that could lead to either or both. In the world of darkness, it is sometimes difficult to know the difference between the two. With that reminder firmly in mind, let's tell a vampire story. The La Sombra took Jasper 3 nights ago. The last 2 nights have been tense, to say the least. You do not know if he is still among the unliving, or if he has met the final death. But you hope and you plan. In the last 2 nights, you've been busy. Our characters have made a number of preparations. They do not know what forces will oppose them. They have tried to think of everything possible. I've spent time with each of them, and together with them as a group, going over possible preparations and contingencies. They hope they're ready, but they cannot know until the moment comes.
Any update on the tracking stones?
The only thing that I've caught on to was it going somewhere across the ocean.
So is he there?
I haven't received word nor really have thought about sending someone out there. I've kind of been busy tracking other things. We can send somebody out to the ocean if that's what we want to do.
We've spent the last 3 nights putting together every possible contingency so we could go at the drop of the hat. I got people looking for him. You've all got people looking for him. Like, I have to believe he's still in the city. Until I get conclusive proof that he's a pile of ash somewhere, we just have to be ready to go get him.
Keep getting leads. We keep getting them. He's got to be here.
Again, Vannevar's such a showman, he wouldn't just kill him in a closet somewhere. If he hasn't made some grand show of doing something awful, I've got to believe that he's still alive.
Okay. I mean, there's got to be other ways that we can track him. My bloodstones aren't going to last for very much longer.
They likely know what they are. I doubt that they kept them with him. They
Fair.
know blood sorcery.
Fair.
True.
If I may, I think we're about as prepared as we're gonna be right now.
Yeah.
The best we can do is sit on what we got and hope that a lead's gonna come through that we can take action on right away.
Well, my guys are ready. I'd like to call Campbell.
I'd like to call him on the phone.
Actually, I just text him.
What is the text?
Make sure the guys are ready to roll at a moment's notice.
The text comes back with a reply immediately. Affirmative, sir. Ready whenever you are.
What time is it? How long till the sun comes up?
It's late. You've got maybe 3 hours, maybe less.
This might not happen tonight, guys.
Yeah, I know.
No, but we've got to be ready for anything that happens.
Yeah. The Valkyries are on standby.
Yeah. Good.
And Eva, Greg, thank you both. I know I called you in a rush when they took him. I thought we were going to mount up right then, but they just been one step ahead of us this entire time.
Thank you for letting me know.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
I mean, we've known each other for some time, but not as close as I hoped at any point. But are you okay? I mean, this has got to take a toll.
Obviously, I care for Jasper. I just hope he's not in this situation because of me. You know,
Because of you.
not directly. I have history with the Camarilla. Same as you.
Yeah.
I think he's in this situation because he was trying to be a hero. He tried to stop Aurora from hurting Mark or hurting you or hurting any of us, and she was ready for him. She was ready for him.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Can we talk for a sec?
Of course.
Sure.
I'm gonna go find Mark.
You're going to go find Mark. You're going to step away, head upstairs.
Yeah.
So you go to the private offices, the club, above the main dance floor.
If I'm sorry. Look, he told me, essentially, push me away on the question. Jasper's a terrible fucking liar. He's
Gotta tell, he kind of like talks even slower than normal.
I know how much he means to you, and I know how much you mean to him, and I'm so sorry. This was my fault. Because I got Mark into this, and then I was standing right there, and I could have taken the shot, but she took Jasper instead. It was supposed to be me. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault, Annabelle. You know Jasper, he'll throw himself in front of anything.
Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. But that doesn't mean I have to keep enabling that.
You don't. It's not your fault. We will. Maybe he'll learn when we get him back, which we're getting him back.
Yeah, no, this is a teachable moment. A teachable moment for our idiot friend. I promise you that we will do whatever it takes to get him back. No matter the cost. I promise.
I'm going to be there with you.
Yeah.
And I know how important you are to Jasper. It's very clear. I'm not going to let anything happen to you either, okay, Annabelle?
Okay, but if it comes down to it.
I'm not letting anything happen to you. If anyone's not walking out of there, it's me. I've lived a lifetime already. You still have a lot ahead of you.
Okay.
We're getting him out of there. Don't worry.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
We just gotta figure out where he is.
Victor, you visit the panic room that is a part of your new club, the Maharani. State-of-the-art, secure, sunless, bulletproof. And it is there that you have asked Mark to remain for the duration of the crisis.
Sorry to kind of have to keep you cooped up in here.
Yeah, this kind of sucks.
You saw the alternative.
Yeah, I saw it. No word on your friend?
No, I got every favor I could call in to get people the ear to the street. Nothing.
What are you gonna do? Annabelle says that she's like talked to every kindred that you guys know, and they're all looking, so.
Well, if I had to wager a guess, they're setting up a trap. Something big and public to lure us all into and then squish, which is exactly why you are staying in this room till it's all sorted.
I'd rather help.
Believe me when I tell you, son, this what you're doing is all the help I need.
I'd rather help you and Annabelle.
You're doing it now. Hey, you know what? When the sun comes up, if you want to take a couple of the guards, pick any two you like. We got some great people on the staff. You can go out in the daylight, but take the guards because they got ghouls.
Take the guards. I hear
But
you.
at night, until this is over, I guess this chapter or whatever this insanity is over, I need you to stay here.
I don't like it, but I get it. I saw what the shadows can do.
Yeah, that was new to me too, honestly. But
That was pretty fucking scary.
well,
Can you win?
I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "You ever known me to lose?"
Okay. Look. What about Isaiah?
He didn't know about any of this.
Yeah, but do they know about him?
Yep.
Well, maybe I should be with him. Maybe I should be protecting him. Maybe he should be in here with me.
One thing at a time. You know what? We can call him. We can tell him to come here to the club. Tell him to come to the club. If I'm gone, if he comes like noon or whatever, just convince him to stay here till I can talk to him.
But he doesn't know about any of this.
He doesn't, but obviously I'm pretty good at like parsing this stuff out. We'll worry about that at the time. Just maybe we can get him here and locked away. Have you talked to him?
We've texted a bit. I mean, he thinks I'm busy with... He doesn't know I dropped out.
We're still not done with that, by the way. Like I just did, kind of the whole world's on fire, but
I think you have other priorities right now.
hey, look, call your brother, hear his voice. Please hear his voice. I gotta be ready to go at a moment's notice. Please.
What do you think is going to happen? What if you don't come back? What if Annabelle doesn't?
If I don't come back, I love you, and you will never have to work a day in your life, because all this is yours.
It's not really a great comfort.
It's not that comforting to me, too, because I'm supposed to be immortal, remember?
I can't get used to this.
I love you, son. Please, do not pull a C-3PO. Don't follow me. Please stay in this room. I can only focus on keeping everybody else safe if I know you're here locked down.
Annabelle said the same thing. She made it really clear that whatever you guys are going to do will go better if she knows I'm safe. I don't like it. I promised I would do it.
I know that means something from you.
I'll keep my word.
Well, hey, you know what? Maybe, hear me out. Maybe something awesome's gonna happen. Maybe it's just like a surprise party and Jasper was in on the whole thing and they're gonna be like, hey, right?
You're still not funny. You were never funny.
Well, Jasper's the gloomy one, so.
Yeah. Okay. Just he reaches out for you and touches you on the arm. Can you be careful?
I'll try. But
That's all I can ask.
we're gonna get him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, call me if you need anything, and if I don't answer, it's because I'm fighting killer shadow monsters.
It's like every bad movie ever.
I leave.
Before Victor and Annabelle get back, I'd like to have a word with Nellie real fast, too.
Is this a private conversation?
Yeah, just while everyone has stepped away.
All right.
You see who designed these? These are awfully, like, who put these stupid things?
Yeah, it's a bold choice. Listen,
I didn't design them.
So, we all have our jobs. We all have our positions. I know what we're going there to do. And obviously, I'm on board. I'm more than happy to do it. I want to help out Jasper and the group, too. But I need you to understand, if things go south, I'm getting you out. If we meet something we can't deal with, I can't watch everybody. I can't cover everybody. I can cover you.
Okay.
And that's all that I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I just need you to be ready for that eventuality.
No, I've been ready for that, of course.
Okay. We have the chopper. And I will use it if I need to get you out, even if things go south for everybody else.
You know I'm going to try to get everybody else out, though.
I can't tell you what to do. I can tell
Exactly.
you what I'm gonna do.
So you're going to follow my lead.
Let's see what we're up against.
see what we're up against. Like Victor's been saying, it's just gonna be a big old surprise party.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt.
Silky smooth.
It always is.
Have you talked to Chelsea?
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's ready to go.
Okay. I got this.
We're both locked and loaded.
I trust you guys.
Victor, your mobile rings. It is Campbell's ringtone.
Yeah. Got something?
Boss,
Yeah.
got a guy out here. Never seen him before. Young dude, college age, I guess. He's out front. He says he's got a message from your lady friend in Chicago that he can only give to you.
Send him in. Actually, I'll come to you.
Sir?
I make the fastest way I can down to the dance floor. Like I jump off the balcony if I have to get to the dance floor.
Probably not necessary, but
Right.
so
I super rush
you are
in.
moving at speed.
Yes.
Main floor at the front door. That's where you find Campbell blocking the passage of a young man, like he described. The fellow is wearing a t-shirt from Chocolate Drop's new concert tour.
Yeah. So you got a message for me?
Are you Victor Temple?
The one and only.
Yes, I have a message for you.
Mm-hmm.
He does not look at you
Right.
at all. In
Right.
fact, he doesn't seem to be looking at anything.
I kind of like slowly put my hand on my gun, but I don't draw it. And I'm like, uh-huh.
I can't give it to you yet. I have to wait.
For what?
It's not time yet,
When is time?
she said.
Victor, what's happening?
I'm like, Campbell texts him that something's happening, but not get ready to roll.
Yes, sir. Annabelle, you do receive a text from Campbell that says, we've got a visitor at the front door talking to the boss. He says, be ready.
Sounds good now.
Wait, what's going on?
It's almost time.
I think we might be making a move.
I'm like, time is
Ready.
money, friend, and mine's expensive.
She said. Now, Victor, I know we haven't talked in a while. You must trust me. This is the only way that I can help. If you want Jasper back, go to the Hollywood sign. Go now. They're preparing, but they're not ready yet. And Victor, remember, whom the gods would destroy, they first make mad. Where am I and who the hell are you?
Hey, let me ask you just one question, buddy. I need you to forget all about this.
Uh-huh.
And I try and...
You're gonna cloud his memory? Mm-hmm. The young man's eyes glaze over again.
I'm like, hey, brother, Chocolate Drop's not performing here. Tonight's not the night. Campbell, get this guy a CD. Get him out the door. Everybody's rolling. I text
Am I on the wrong night?
everyone who I've been in touch with. I'm like, it's happening now. Hollywood sign.
So you are texting everyone that you contacted and letting them know that it's going down?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going down now. Hollywood sign. I run back up to you all.
Eat something and go.
Yeah. I'm like, Hollywood sign. I got a message from my people. We need to go right now. Dawn's in like an hour and a half. That means there's no time to rally the Nosferatu. No time for the Thin Bloods. We got to go with what we got.
Okay. Fuck.
Then we go.
We go.
You know what? I'm gonna send a text message to Abram's brute force task force. Meet us at the Hollywood sign.
Okay. You want to ride with me?
Yes, I need something to eat in the ride.
Absolutely. Anything. You pick one. Pick anybody.
Okay. I text the Valkyries. It says Ragnarok. Go.
Do you want him to ride with you or ride with me?
You need to ride with Victor.
Oh, I'm riding with Victor.
Done.
Let's do this.
And Lavender,
You too.
let's do it.
I'm gonna be on foot with Annabelle.
Okay. We got the SUVs. Campbell also.
Sir? I know what to do. I know what to do. Are you sure?
No, but I'll give you the sign. You just be ready.
It's
Seems-
gonna work.
Oh,
It's gonna work.
It seems really strange.
When doesn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Let's roll.
Radios.
Yes. We're all tuned the same.
Got the in-ears.
Yeah,
They should all be working. Here,
Yep, hang on.
here, let me try it.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Campbell. Can you hear me?
I got
Yeah.
you.
Copy.
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 Sorry, I forgot my call sign.
Roger that.
Soup troop.
Soup troop.
Ready to go?
Soup troop?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, let's talk on the way. Don's approaching. Remember, you guys, we get him back. We get the hell out of there. This is almost certainly a trap, so don't take any crazy risks.
I'm going to bring anyone who looks willing along to feed on.
On the way?
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
So, a member of the security team, then, I would guess. All of Victor's security team wear the same uniform, the dark suit, the red tie, the midnight blue shirt. They look snappy, they look sharp. Your feeding preferences are fairly specific. So,
I'm
do
sure
you
we got
have a
what you
conversation?
need.
Sure, I will. He's consenting, yes?
You're going to ask him if you
Yes.
can drink his blood.
Yes.
He is, of course, accustomed to this request, having spent time in this particular employment and for this particular employer. And he does agree.
Great. I'm going to feed on him with his blood clean. Not altered by anything.
Not altered by anything. So, you're currently at hunger 3. When you sink your fangs into his flesh and feel the warm, life-giving liquid flow into your throat, you have choices to make. You can simply take a delicious mouthful and take the edge off and remove a hunger die. You can take more and take away 2 dice, or you can remove all your hunger.
I'll do 2.
So you will take away 2 dice. It's rare that you do this in this fashion, and you had almost forgotten just how satisfying it is. You could get used to this. You hope you don't. Take away 2 hunger dice. Leaves you at one hunger.
I pull up the map of the Griffith Park area and I point at one of the nearby cross streets and I'm all like, have the Brute Squad meet the SUVs here. Come up together.
Roger that.
Casey texts you back. Ragnarok, go, go, go. Good luck, little sis.
I checked the playlist.
There is a song. The song is Cuts You Up by Peter Murphy.
I put on The Last Time by Through Juniper Vale. And I text Mark. It's happening. Gotta go. I love you so much.
He texts back immediately. Love you, babe. Be careful. Come back to me. Heart, 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 heart.
You guys, we all come back. You understand? We all come back.
Oh, no question about it.
I'll see you there. Let's do it.
Let's roll.
Well, you've planned as well as you can. Some of the things that you had hoped to do or to have with you maybe won't come to fruition since you didn't know what to expect. But it's the best you can do on short notice. So, you roll out into the night. The Hollywood sign is one of the most famous landmarks in the entire world. Built in 1923, just below the summit of Mount Lee, a steep, craggy slope on the southern edge of Griffith Park. Far, far above, 1,700 feet above the neighborhood from which it takes its name. The best way to reach the sign is in the daytime, hiking up one of the many steep trails that crisscross Griffith Park. Some of you, perhaps, have done that when you were living and breathing. Maybe on a school field trip when you were young. The closest that you can normally get to the sign is at least 100 yards behind it, because in front of it is a steep cliff that drops away toward rugged terrain. Difficult to traverse. A lot of hiding places. They look out over the vista of the Hollywood Hills with their reclusive celebrity homes. Beneath the glittering lights of Los Angeles, its office towers rising above downtown. And far off to the west is the dark, still sweep of the Pacific Ocean. Somewhere out there in that vast, dark space, those bloodstones. Somewhere. The sign is protected by high metal fences at the top of the mountain behind it, steep slopes and rugged terrain surrounding it, and many cameras, motion sensors, infrared devices. It's monitored 24/7 by the Los Angeles Police Department. But not tonight. Abrams has done as you asked. The road is open, and the SUVs can traverse the steep hillside, the one road leading up to the sign, past the gigantic towers of the Los Angeles Central Communications Tower. The vehicles approach, stopping to rendezvous with your brute squad. They're in an armored SWAT vehicle that follows you up the slope, the winding roadway, Mount Lee Drive, as it splits from Mulholland and climbs upward into the night. The SUVs can reach the end of the road behind the sign. From here, you get a view of the back of it. It's 50-foot high aluminum letters, white against the night. From the SUVs, you don't see anybody, and you don't know if you're expected.
Okay. You ready for this?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Okay, remember. Clear path. I'll get you there.
Straight up.
All right, we get out of the SUV.
The
Just now.
route squad captain asks you what do you want them to do.
Hold for signal.
Roger?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Put my sword in the back and my daggers in the sheaths.
The
put on-
sword and the daggers, are they part of the set that was given to you?
Yes.
The gift?
Yep.
I put on the bandolier. Double check the stakes in my back.
What do your colleagues
Flashlight.
see when you do this? What's on the bandolier?
A row of small Molotov cocktails.
Really?
Yeah. Weapon of choice.
Not gonna clock you for that.
Just stay unclear.
Yeah. Very, very clear.
So, you emerge from the vehicles, stepping out onto the roadway. To your left are the blinking red lights of the tall communications towers that reach upwards into the heavens. Directly in front of you is the metal fence that separates you from the sign. Beyond that, it's about 100 yards to the metal letters.
Annabelle, you've never really done a mission like this before. keep your mind clear, regardless of anything that happens, because anything can happen. Remember your target and your goal.
Yeah.
And if all else fails, protect yourself. Because that's all we're going to do, and if we all protect ourselves, we'll all come out of this alive.
Thanks, Nellie.
Love you,
Annabelle.
Love you too, Ma.
Annabelle, you receive a text from Casey. Shadow Bitch is here.
Where you are?
Roger that.
Use distance weapons.
We got this, little sis. Go get him.
Stay safe. All right, Aurora's with the Valkyries.
Fuck. All right.
That means we just got one.
Sounds good. I'm going to activate Sense the Unseen.
Gonna open your eyes to the night. Scanning the ground in front of you. Roll wits and awareness. Two successes.
2 successes.
A tie. Do you have any failures?
No.
Failed dice?
3 blank.
3 blank.
Do you want to spend any willpower to reroll?
On this, yes, I would like to spend some willpower.
Okay. You can reroll up to 3 of the failed dice.
3 successes.
3 successes total. Okay. On the sign itself, there is a figure moving. A figure walking along the scaffolding that holds up the sign from the back. It's moving slowly and leisurely, as though perhaps it thinks it cannot be seen. There is also something else. You can't tell. Maybe, perhaps with heightened senses you could see more clearly, but it is a magical pattern on the sign, on the second O.
Huh.
Some sort of blood sorcery has been used there.
Okay, Annabelle, there's someone moving. Not as quickly as they should be, but there's also, I can't quite make it out. I'm gonna switch to heightened senses at this point, now that I know that there was some blood sorcery there.
The acuity of your vision closes the distance between you and the sign quite easily and enhances your sight to the point where you can make out every fine detail on the surface of those aluminum letters. The most important detail is the hooded figure chained to the metal O. And that figure is where the blood sorcery signs emanated from. Whatever that figure is, whoever it is, has blood magic on them.
There's some sort of blood magic on the O. What's her? Eva.
Hermione,
Hermione.
come in.
Yes, what do you see?
God.
There's blood sorcery on the O in Holly. Which one?
The O.
There's 3
There's
O's in
3
Hollywood.
Keep the line clear.
It is on the O closest to the D.
The O closest to the D.
Should we approach?
We
Yep.
need to get in there.
There's somebody there, though.
We're coming in. We're coming in.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak around.
Wait. Hold. Brute Squad will go in first.
Brute Squad here. Where are we going? Point us.
Shit. Start making your way over there. Come out, wherever you are! With Spark of Rage.
Spark of Rage. It's quite a distance between you and the sign, but it is possible. So, an amalgam power. Make a rouse check, please.
Fail.
Your hunger increases. That puts you at hunger 2. So, make a roll of manipulation and presence. I'll roll position.
Burn a willpower. 3.
Those of you near Annabelle can feel the heat of anger roiling off her body, emanating from her in intense waves. She's practically humming with angry power, radiating it outwards into the night. Feels good. Feels right. But either the distance between you and the figure is too great, or the figure is made of stronger stuff. The figure that Nellie saw doesn't move.
It's fine, keep going. Well, long legs, keep going.
Now, the spark of rage continues. To maintain that anger.
I'm gonna start moving as fast as I can, blinking where I can't get across.
So, blink from the SUV to the fence. Up and over the fence. No, not really a serious obstacle for an athlete like you. Blink again. Crossing the distance between the fence and the cliff. And now you are standing above and behind the famous sign. And from here, you can see the hooded figure chained to the O very clearly. It looks like it might be Jasper, about the right build. That's his hoodie. You can't see his face. You can see, however, a long wooden stake protruding from the figure's chest. To get to him, you'll have to get up onto the sign somehow. Maybe climb the scaffolding, maybe climb the letters. Has the other team decided to move in?
Vic, we need a better position. They're moving in.
Victor, get us in there. I can't wait.
Punch it.
Gonna go?
Move in.
Gonna go. A few moments later, the distinctive sound of helicopter rotors echoes over the park as your chopper rises up from behind the sign, comes over the ridgeline, and in low. Where are you headed?
Straight towards the sign. 'Cause of
Straight
blood
towards the
magic, yeah.
sign.
Oh, cool. We're going. Okay, fine. All right, Brute Squad, move at a distance.
Moving in.
And I soaring leap over the fence.
I'd like to ready my rifle and activate Sense the Unseen as well.
Sense the Unseen now. In the helicopter, we have Victor, Greg, Chelsea, the pilot, Avery, and the spotter. So,
And Eva.
Eva is with you
I'm going
at the
to
door.
drink essence of air.
So,
And
you consume the black liquid, drawing it down into your undead body. You feel
And,
your body becoming weightless.
I'd like to activate unseen passage.
Very well. So, you have consumed the results of your ritual, and you want to be unseen. Make a rouse check.
Success.
Success. Your hunger does not grow. Greg, from here, you have the scope. Spotter is a very bright light that can be trained on any targets that you designate. Looking through the scope, what are you looking at?
I'd like to look at the Hollywood sign wherever I think Nellie might be going. Where she is if I can spot her.
You can certainly see the figures chained up to the O with the wooden stake out of its chest, and you can follow Nellie as she heads across the landscape and reaches the back of the sign.
I'm gonna track Nellie with a scope. And does Sense the Unseen pick anything up?
So, Sense the Unseen reveals the presence of supernatural or otherwise unnaturally hidden things.
Yeah.
Wits and aspects. So for you, that'll be mental plus 1 die for your aspects.
Do ghouls have blood dice or no?
You do not.
Oh boy, I'm gonna use a willpower there.
You may burn the willpower. I will roll figure.
Three successes.
Moving the scope back and forth along the surface of the sign, you see it. A figure walking along the scaffolding. It's on the far side of the sign, nearer to the H in the first O at the moment, but it's turned around and is coming back. It wears, looks like maybe like a long coat, boots. It's got a hoodie over its face. It's also got a very large blade. You think maybe a machete in its hand?
You guys want me to take out the goon on the sign? The guy with the hood?
Which guy?
There's a guy in a robe pacing across the top of the sign.
Take the
He's got
shot,
a
Dill.
big sword. We could do
Take
this?
the shot.
All right, taking the shot.
Okay. For you, this is dexterity, physical, and firearms.
So would that be physical and firearms for me?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
It's an excellent pool for you.
I'd like to think so.
Now, of course, figure knows the helicopter is there. So it is not an attack of surprise.
That is 6 successes.
6 successes. The shot strikes true. Center mass. Figure staggers backwards a pace and looks up at the helicopter, surprised. Snarls, and you can see the fangs in the face.
Fucking hell.
But doesn't drop.
Do they become visible when they're
You
shot?
don't know. Yes. You don't know if it has body armor or if it's just supernaturally tough. But the figure fades into view, and so anyone looking at the sign can see the figure walking on the scaffolding. And
Made
this-
contact, but it's still standing.
And this is where things become difficult. The shot, of course, triggers a reaction from the ground. Gunfire erupts from the rugged ravine below the sign. From the helicopter, those of you who are above can see the muzzle flashes in the terrain below as the bullets race through the night sky toward the chopper. Nellie, you can hear the gunfire, but from your position behind the sign, you cannot see over the cliff to know where it's coming from. The same is true for Annabelle with the ground troops. The ground troops, the Brute Squad, seem to take this as their cue. They immediately begin to cover the ground, crouching low, moving in careful, combat-trained leaps and starts, moving quickly, crouching low, weapons at the ready. So, for the gunfire and the helicopter, I'm going to roll collectively rather than each individual shot. And I'll take the average of the shooters. Several bullets do slam into the fuselage of the aircraft, but they do no immediate damage. Nothing sensitive or critical has been hit yet.
I would like to report the position of the shooters and say, Lavender, stay on the one on the sign. As long as you can see him, shoot him.
Lavender acknowledges your command and opens fire with her own rifle.
Call out any positions of any of the ground teams you see.
Lavender starts calling out what she thinks will be useful to the ground troops, noting distances and numbers.
I, for my part, am looking through the scope of my own rifle, looking for any vehicles.
Looking for vehicles?
Yeah.
Hold that thought, please. Lavender's voice crackles across the radios. 1 down. I count 6. A lot of movement down there.
Pick them off if you can. Rest of the brute squad, go after the other ground troops.
Roger that. We're moving in. They've reached the rim of the cliff, and are beginning to fan out and make a descent. They draw fire at once as the troops opposing you shift their aim to engage the ground forces. Meanwhile, in the chopper,
I'm going to fly down to the sign, to where I see Nellie, and to where they indicated Jasper was.
so at this point, having left the Maharani, met your brute force, driven up the hill, scouted and got into position. You think you have roughly an hour before sunrise. Not long. Eva, you step out into air. The downwash of the chopper pushes you straight downward, faster than you are accustomed to floating with this particular ritual. It's a little disconcerting. You feel like you're free falling, and you hope the magic will stop you before you hit something hard and unyielding. You have to clear the helicopter and the downdraft before you can get control of your flight. Where are you headed?
Towards the sign.
Towards the sign.
The last O.
Mm-hmm. Annabelle? Headed for the troops?
Yes.
Okay. You are joining them, headed over the lip. It's difficult terrain. Hard to move easily.
Have they already cleared the fence?
Several of the ground troops have cleared the fence and have already reached the lip of the hillside. They're beginning to engage gunfire with the troops stationed below.
I'm going towards the sign.
You head toward the sign.
Head towards the sign.
So you're going to let the brute squad deal with the guns. You're peeling off and headed for the sign. It won't take you long to get there. What you reach first is the scaffolding, the complicated network, lattice work of pipes and boards and concrete that together form a web holding up the weight of the sign against the hillside. You can see the figure that was described to you walking on the scaffolding above. It's trying to get up on one of the letters, the first L. It's pretty nimble.
Is he on the ground?
No, he's up on the scaffolding, up on the sign, above you.
I'm going to engage target. Who are you?
Copy.
Now let's see. Spark of rage still. Much closer this time. Fury, the anger, all the pent-up frustration of the last several nights roll off you like a heat mirage on a summer's day. Go ahead and roll. Make it manipulation and potence to incite the vampire. Now roll composure and intelligence. Oh, I almost forgot the blip now. Almost forgot the hunger die.
3.
Fail. The snarl is inhuman as the figure stops its climb and looks down at you. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Annabelle. Come at me, bro.
Whatever you say. The figure leaps out into the night, falling towards you. You dodge or meet it. Do you want to dodge out of the way? Do you want to meet it head on?
I will meet him head on.
You want to meet him head on. Let's make it strength and brawl.
Can I add potence?
What's that? Are you using, what are you using?
With prowess.
Yes. Four successes.
Five.
5 successes. The two of you slam together. The impact of it does knock you off your feet. However, rolling around on the ground, you are able to bring your fists, your elbows, your arms to bear far more effectively than it can wield its machete at such close corners. You feel your elbows, your fists, your arms, your knees slamming satisfyingly into the undead body that you're grappling with. Grunts of pain, curses, and frenzied snarl of a creature that you know now has lost all control of its will and is seeking only to murder you. You have successfully created a frenzy in this kindred, and it's not going to stop until one of you is dead. Back up on the chopper.
I've got my sights trained on Nellie. See what's happening around her.
Victor?
I'm continuing to look for vehicles and just what else we haven't found here. Like, though they got up here somehow, so I'm trying to get an idea of who else is here.
Well, there's no road that would drive into those ravines. The closest road is behind you, where the SUVs drove up, and far below in the Bronson Canyon area. So however they got up here, they didn't drive.
This just seems like obvious bait, so I'm just sweeping, seeing what else we haven't noticed yet.
All right.
Through the scope of my rifle.
Let's make it wits and awareness, please. Nellie, reaching the sign, what do you do?
I'm gonna crack open one of my rings and start eating my cling of insect.
Eat that delicious mixture of blood and arachnid. Crunchy. So, you feel the familiar thrill of the insect, of the spider, lacing through your veins, through your limbs. Are you headed up?
Yep, I'm going up the scaffolding.
Victor, you've got 3 successes.
I do.
You can spot what look like several all-terrain vehicles, 4-wheelers, not too far from some of the ground troops. The ground troops, as you now notice through your scope, are wearing tactical gear. They have helmets, body armor, equipment.
I want to continue trailing down like the way they came to see if like anything else is making its way up the ravine.
So you are alert for additional
Yes.
forces moving in.
This still seems too easy to me. I'm like, kill a vampire in their own army. I'm like, cool. Yeah, but that's what I'm looking for. The other thing.
And the troops' attention is firmly on the ground troops that are engaging them. All of the brute squad has now reached the edge of the mountain and have started over the cliff. They're being careful. They have to. The ground is very steep, and one misstep could mean a broken ankle or a lot worse. And they are pausing wherever they can find cover to return fire. It's not really clear whether any of them are wounded or not. And Annabelle, of course, your attention is focused very much elsewhere. Chelsea is continuing to fire away at targets as she can see them. And Eva, you are descending slowly now that you can control your flight. through the air toward the sign,
Towards
toward the
Nelly.
figure in chains.
You're next to that, right?
Yeah, I'm climbing up.
She is climbing up the backside of the sign. You will get there first.
Okay. Nelly, I'm going to move you up so that you don't touch this blood sorcery, okay?
Copy that.
I'm going to use movement of the mind and try to move Nelly to the front where Jasper is chained to, but without touching the sun.
Make a rouse check.
Normal fail.
Oh, failure.
Your hunger increases. The beast, the voice, whispers in your mind. You can't keep this up forever. You should just go back to him. No. Just leave this miserable sod. Just go back to where you know you belong. You'll be fed. You'll get blood. I'll get blood. We'll get blood.
Stop.
Please. I've been good. Mastering yourself as you continue your controlled descent, you hover in place and reach out with your vitae and your mind towards Nelly. Nelly, it's the strangest sensation. You feel yourself lifted off the ground just as you were beginning your spider climb. You are levitated in the air. It's interesting. It's exhilarating. It's a little unusual. And you are raised up, 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 up along the scaffolding at the speed of a fast walk until you reach the very top of the aluminum letters.
I'm going to position her right above, close so she could touch if she wanted to, but not right against it.
Now, there are only so many sorcerous effects that you can maintain at any one time. Are you going to move Nelly so that she can cling to the letters, or are you trying to try to hold her up?
I'm going to hold her. Get him out of those chains.
So Nelly, over the top of the sign, and you were lowered in front of the hooded figure.
I call through my earpiece. Make sure it's him. It could just be bait.
Duh.
There's an explosion on the ground. There's a flash of light, fire, a grenade, you think, Greg. Not military grade of any significance, but definitely an explosive device. It's come from the troops that are opposing you, and it's taken out several of the brute squad.
We've got ordnance going off, not us.
Chelsea swings her sights over in that direction, begins firing. I can't get a beat on them. They've got cover.
Move the helicopter.
Can we go in?
Vic.
Can we go in low?
Let's go.
If I
Low,
can get
but-
in low.
Low but wide. Like sweep outwards and bank around.
Avery, the pilot, nods. He makes a very risky turn, very tight. You think for a moment you're going to hit the sign, but he banks sharply, moves it away, and brings the helicopter in on a very low trajectory so that Chelsea can get a better shot.
I'd like to also try and get an angle.
You want to try to shoot from where you are, too?
Yeah.
Okay. Victor?
I'm still looking for see if they've got more reinforcements coming. Like I'm just trying to cover our six while they're doing the shooting. Like I won't shoot unless I get like a very clear priority target.
It isn't a vehicle that you spot. Make wits and awareness again.
When I spend willpower, I can re-roll blood dice. I know potentially that has its own consequences, but I can, right?
So when you spend willpower, you can re-roll up to 3 failed regular dice,
Not blood dice.
not blood dice.
Then I've got 3 successes.
You got 3 successes. It is not a vehicle that you see. It is a shadow slithering along the ground near one of the ATVs.
Campbell, hit it. Shadows on the ground down there.
Sir?
Yep.
Where?
Where?
Where am I aiming this thing? It's not a rifle, you know.
The sign. Fill it up. And I'm like, you guys. Rodrigo's down in the down with their guys. Yeah.
Campbell.
If he can. I don't know the angle. If he can get
Sure.
down in there. If he can get down in there.
Should I illuminate the sign, sir?
Everywhere around it, especially the shooters.
Yes, sir. A finger of incredible bright light stabs through the darkness. It's coming from the Griffith Observatory, which is visible on the very next hillside, quite close to the sign. One of its massive searchlights has been turned on and has been trained on your area. The light picks out the letters of the sign. Nellie, it's almost blindingly bright. It's hard to see. Eva, far too bright. It picks out the troops, the ATVs, the helicopter, and then finally lands on the shadow.
Daffodil, Chelsea, take them out.
Copy.
So firing from the copter. Go ahead and roll. Annabelle, on the ground with your opponent. He's gained his feet. He's dropped his machete. And in place of fingers, he now has long, vicious claws. You have seen this before, of course. Some vampires are able to grow feral claws at will. His face has become an animalistic snarl. He is simply fury incarnate. His anger matches your own.
Where are we on extraction?
Working on it.
He attacks. You
I
wanna
pull out a
dodge?
stake to catch him.
You want to try to impale him. Going to attempt to grapple you and bear you to the ground so that he can rip your throat out. You want to interpose the stake
Yeah.
in him. All right, so strength and brawl. You need to take 2 dice out. It's hard to hit the heart, but
Can we see her from where we are?
you can. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wait. I have 6.
You also have 6. Clash together a second time. You feel the stake shove into undead flesh, breaking bone, piercing sinew, cutting through muscle. You're not sure yet whether or not you've hit the heart because something else happens. As his arms close around you and his claws rake your flesh of your back, his hands close on your jacket. And the ward against kindred that Eva has prepared takes effect. There is a horrific sound. He screams in agonized pain, throwing his head back, his fangs exposed, his eyes bulging, howling his rage and frustration and agony into the night. The claws sink into your undead flesh before he withdraws them, and you take 2 aggravated wounds. Whatever these are not normal feral claws. He lets you go and backs up, his fear visible in his face, competing with the rage and the terror.
Don't touch my jacket!
He is so overcome with frenzied fury that he can't even form words. The noises that come out of him are inarticulate. Gurgles, snarls, rages, and you can see something else. His face has begun to change. His ears are growing. They are taking on animalistic features. He's beginning to resemble some sort of dog-like creature. Not like Strikes, but some sort of wolf canine. The frenzy is changing him. Nellie, blinking away the light, you're able to see the figure. You haven't touched it yet.
No.
But peering underneath the hoodie, you see Jasper's horrible, ugly features.
It's Jasper. We've got him. I'm gonna get him out of here.
Yeah, I double timed that.
Eva, can I touch him? What is all of this that
Try to cut the chains off him if you can without... I don't know what it is. It could be a ward. It could be... Who knows?
Okay. Take out my, my dagger.
Gonna slice your own flesh? Mm-hmm. So, corrosive vitae.
Corrosive vitae.
I see. Let's make the first rouse check.
Fail. It was a fail.
Did you say it was a failure?
Fail, yes.
Fail. So, the beast rises in your throat. And the voice, her voice whispers, "You could take a little, you know, darling.
Is not the time right now.
Daddy would be proud.
Fuck Daddy.
You killed him.
No shit, and I'd do it again.
You sure you're not hungry enough to take a little sip? It'll be foul, but we need it."
Not gonna do that. Not now. Just shut the fuck up right now.
You drip the blood on the chains binding Jasper to the metal sign. And where the droplets touch, the metal begins to corrode. You think this will take a little time, and you're going to have to risk the hunger again, maybe another time, you're not sure. But Eva holds you in place as best she can in the chopper, shooting. So,
5 successes.
5 successes. Chelsea opening up with her rifle. Also 6 successes for her. Victor.
Couple things. I called through the radio. Campbell, keep the light on him. Do not let him get into the shadows.
Can't really see that well from here, sir. We're just sort of... We'll do the best we can.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'd like to rouse the blood to raise my dexterity.
Mm-hmm. Make a check.
I do not succeed, so I do, but my hunger increases.
Your hunger increases. Yeah, this is what you wanted, right?
You know what? It is.
It's time to kill or be king, or both.
It is. And I draw my pistol, even though I know it's a long-range shot, because it's well, how far? I know the helicopter's moving. Roughly, do I feel like he is within range of my handgun?
You do. The pilot has brought you in, as requested, low. Now, you are using the Ralphus gun. Is that right?
If I feel like he's within reasonable, I'm not the best shot, so.
Right. The range of the gun, the pistol, isn't as long as a regular pistol, but you are in close enough. You think you could hit him.
It's where I have to try. If not against him, what am I carrying it around for? Okay. Is with him being illuminated, can I see that it's Rodrigo?
It is definitely Rodrigo, and Rodrigo is caught transfixed in the light. He's blinking. He has his hands up to ward off the terrible brightness.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna spend a willpower, cause that was 5 blank dice. What that was?
Spending a willpower.
Yep. Oh.
Wait.
Just 1 success.
1 success. Now, fortunately, he's not dodging. He's not moving anywhere because he's trying to stop this horrible, horrible illumination that hampers what he really wants to do. So,
And he just got shot twice.
He's taken 2 slugs, or several rounds, to the Ralphus gun fires. You can watch the tracery of it strike. You're not sure you hit Rodrigo, but you did hit near him. There's a flash of fire, tinged with red, orange, yellow flame, white at the center. There are shouts, screams. One of the ATVs goes up, losing its gas tank in the process, and that hillside is on fire. You don't see Rodrigo behind the sheet of flame. Eva and Nellie. Nellie, make another rouse check.
Ooh, fail again.
Hi again. Now do we eat him?
No.
I know he's your friend and all, but I'm hungry.
Can we not throw a temper tantrum right now?
I'll throw a temper tantrum anytime I want.
Oh my god, you're so annoying. No.
I can see why Daddy chose me over you. You're no fun at all.
Apparently
More
I'm-
blood dripping from your open wounds, dropping on the chains. They sizzle, they burn, they begin to corrode. You're getting there. You're getting there. So, Annabelle, you are still dealing with a frenzied, murderous vampire with lethal claws and canine features transforming its face. You almost swear that he's growing a muzzle. He snarls, lunges at you. Now, this is interesting. Normally, a kindred that has touched a ward must roll in order to touch it again using willpower, because, of course, who wishes to touch a hot stove a second time? This kindred has lost its reason. The spark of rage has robbed him of all his intelligence, and he can no longer decide for himself. Self-preservation is not uppermost in his mind, and so he is going to try to strike you again.
Good.
You could dodge, you could meet him, you could race away.
Where's the fire in relation to us?
You are up on top of the hillside, right behind the Hollywood sign, and the fire is safely below in the ravines, and I say safely in air quotes. It is not close enough to do you any harm.
In what direction is he leaping towards me?
Parallel to the sign. So, what is your choice?
I dodge.
Dodge out of the way.
I dodge so that my back is towards the drop.
Dex and athletics. Greg, I'm going to presume that you're going to continue to fire from your vantage point.
I'm gonna keep shooting, yeah.
Also, Cat's Grace.
Cat's Grace as well to maintain your balance on the edge.
So that's an automatic success.
You're trying to
For
get as
balance.
close to the edge as you can. So it's an automatic success. And the rest of the roll?
1, 2, 3. Three success
3 successes, including Cat's Grace.
and 1 bestial.
1 skull. So, that's okay, because your whole roll is a success. You don't have to worry about the bestial failure. Had your roll been a failure, and you get the skull, then you would have lost control. You maintain your balance, you maintain control over yourself, and you're luring him in. So, it is unfortunately not enough to prevent him from making contact with you. He slams into you again, claws ripping open the sleeve of your jacket. You take another aggravated wound from the claws, but he is also subjected to the ward again. There's that same strange flash of not quite light that happens somewhere that isn't in front of your eyes. The same howl of rage, scream of pain. He breaks away and goes stumbling backwards and falls to his back very near the edge of the cliff.
I go run over.
You run toward him.
Yes.
He is scrambling, trying to get to his feet, trying not to fall over the cliff.
I kick him over the edge.
You're going to slam him over? Okay. Brawl and strength together, please. He will try to roll. He hasn't got many places to go. He can either roll into you, which is into the kick, or roll away from you, which is the cliff. His choices aren't very good.
Arouse the blood to gain an extra strength. I succeed.
Your hunger doesn't grow.
5.
Not a great roll at all. 1 success.
5.
5 successes.
Wait. 4.
4 successes?
4.
Still handily exceeding his. Your booted foot connects with his torso, sends him spinning off the cliff, over the edge. You hear the crash, sound of his body tumbling below into the ravine. Hear the shouts and curses of troops trying to get out of the way of the frenzied vampire rolling among them. You can see from the edge here the small fire that has erupted on the cliff, on the hillside, down among the troops, and you see the scattered silhouettes of some of those soldiers as they race around, trying to get their bearings, get out of the light. There is no sign of Rodrigo.
Even in the light still, there's no sign of him?
You don't see him in the spotlight that is trained on that area. Now, you've told Campbell to keep the light there. So either Rodrigo has moved behind the cover of the fire, or maybe he's not there at all. You're not sure.
Brute squad, move back. Airwolf, what do you see?
Falling back.
So is the fire in the light, or is the fire off?
The fire is in the center of the light. The spotlight is trained on the fire, since that's where you shot.
Right. And on the other side of the fire is the troops, and then on the far side of that is where they came from?
Imagine the troops scattering here and there around the ravine. They're moving fast. They're shooting at Abram's brute squad where they can. So far, though, they're not paying attention to the helicopter. The fire coming from the troops, and before they fell back, was too much.
Campbell, start rotating the light out slowly. I'll tell you when to stop.
What am I looking for?
You said you can't see. We're trying to find the La Sombra.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I'm just training to see if I spot
try to pick
Rodrigo.
him up?
Yeah, and I'll
Okay.
basically tell him to stop if he gets in the light.
Greg,
I'm refocusing my scopes on Nellie.
refocusing your scopes on Nellie. We are well into the firefight now. You have 15 minutes before dawn.
Like, sun's coming up, and I'm sure somebody's calling 911 about this fire soon.
Still working on these chains.
Nellie,
How much longer do you need?
make a rouse check, Nellie.
Success.
You don't get hungrier. Finally, you burn through. The vitae corrodes the last of the links in the area where you're focused, and the chains fall away, and his body begins to slip.
Nelly, I'm going
Shouting
to
off the
drop
sign.
you now.
Shit. Go, yes, go.
You
I
gonna drop her?
release.
I'm
And
gonna-
I
Make a check for the letter while she drops.
Dexterity and athletics.
I go to
Correct.
It's not an easy roll.
I'll go to catch Jasper's movement of the mind.
Ooh.
See what happens to Nellie.
Just like to say, I dropped the dice and they landed stacked, which I feel like should count as a crit of some sort.
If only the world worked that way.
House rule, you know?
Willpower that. I'm gonna burn a willpower. I'm gonna hopefully save some
Okay.
stuff here. Oh, Jesus, Mary! Also,
Oh boy.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Those are not successes.
Oh, sorry.
What is the roll?
Nope,
Those are
sorry.
not successes.
2 bestial failures. My bad.
So the total roll is a fail, and there are skulls?
Yeah,
That is a different story.
that is a different
altogether.
story. I forgot those are the 2 together are bad.
I'm like, those are the opposite of
Those
successes.
are the 2 bad ones.
And the plan was going so well.
So well.
So well.
It's about
dear.
time.
Nelly, what's your current hunger?
3.
The beast spikes. Her fangs tear at your chest. You feel the hunger rise almost to uncontrollable pitch. You forget all about the wall. You forget the letters. You forget the hillside. You forget Jasper. You forget everything. You're going to fall, and then you're going to try to master yourself. And if you don't, you're going to go get blood. No matter what it takes. Make your hunger 4. We're going to take damage from the fall. Let's see. It's superficial, so it's halved. So you'll take 2 superficial points of damage from falling from the height, slamming into the ground in front of the sign.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what's going on? Do you have him?
So you have transferred the movement of the mind
Yes.
to Jasper, catching him as he begins to slide out of the chains and down toward the cliff.
Yes.
Try to hold him in place.
Yeah. I have Jasper.
I run towards Nelly.
Can you get to
I
the
wanna-
chopper?
I'm going to bring him to the chopper.
I want to clip onto the rappel line and jump out of the chopper.
Okay,
down
you're
toward
jumping.
Nelly.
You're jumping out.
Yeah.
Remember, you're not near Nelly. You're swung away from the sign.
Down.
So you want to hit the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on the line, ideally.
Got it. So, any instructions for the chopper? Do you want to be here or do you want to be by the sign?
Moving close to the sign because they're coming, and I'm like, watch your eyes, everybody. Campbell, light up the sign.
I'm coming around, sir. Campbell swings the spotlight and illuminates the sign, picking out Eva and Jasper against it. He's held in place by the sorcery. Annabelle. This thing, this vampire seems more animal than vampire now. It's taken terrible wounds from the ward on your jacket. It's too stupid to stop fighting. It's still going to try to kill you. It lunges in, claws extended, fangs bared, attempting to climb up the slope towards you. It leaps, a soaring leap, bounding up the cliff, scrambling over the top, trying its best to take you down with it.
Everybody, get out. Get out.
Do I see
You
this
want
thing?
to soar out of the way?
Yes.
How do you want to do it? Soaring leap?
Soaring leap
Soaring leap. So,
towards Nelly.
off to your left and backwards
Yes.
toward the sign. So, from the helicopter, remember that you are in motion. The helicopter is moving fast over the landscape until it comes to hover near the sign. You can probably see the events that are transpiring on the ground. It is difficult to pick out exact detail in the seconds that you have.
While all of this is happening, I try and take a shot at the one that was chasing her. I see her jumping away, but I try and shoot it.
You're going to try to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Go for it.
That's a big old 1 success.
It's a big old 1 success. 1 success is all you need when the target isn't defending itself. Bullets slam into the creature and spin it around. Nelly, you are at 4 hunger. You know that if you fail another rouse check, if you use a discipline and fail that check, or if you boost your attributes and fail, you're going to frenzy. What do you want to do?
Oh, I'm looking for blood.
So the nearest blood are the soldiers. Abrams, they're the closest.
Well, can't think about anything else but that, so I'm gonna start blinking.
You're going to blink your way quickly to a soldier and help yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Leap at him like an animal, sinking your fangs into his flesh. He thinks that for a moment he might fight back, but then... No, he doesn't. Not at all.
No. Come up behind
He
him.
lets it happen. He lets you take it. How much do you take?
As much as I can clear, but not kill him.
But not kill him. So, drinking as fast as you can in huge gulps. Take away 2 hunger dice. He's got the thrill of battle, adrenaline, excitement in his blood. It's intoxicating, it's exciting. You could drink this all night. But you don't.
Gotta focus.
But you don't. You got stuff to do. Maybe 10 minutes till dawn.
Like
The
Chelsea.
helicopter is now hovering near the sign.
I'm going to attempt to move Jasper into the helicopter.
Gonna try to maneuver him in. I'm gonna need you to make a roll to manipulate that carefully.
Okay.
I would advise you not to fail it. So let us make it composure and blood sorcery. Annabelle, the monstrous kindred is still trying to claw its way across the ground at you. It's wounded. It's been terribly burned and injured by the magic of your jacket. It's been riddled with bullets, but the hunger and the rage that is built up in it just won't let it quit.
7 successes.
7 successes.
Critical.
A critical success. So, a messy critical? Yes. So, Jasper moves a little too quickly, maybe more quickly than you had intended,
Is it messy?
to the helicopter.
No.
It is not a messy critical.
No.
It's just critical.
It
That's
is
a 7. 7 successes.
7 successes straight, no messy crit.
No.
Okay. So, carefully moving him across the space between the sign and the hovering helicopter, you get him close until Greg, hanging from the rappel line, can grab him. Now, Greg is not affected by whatever magic is on Jasper. You are able to touch him, get a hold of him as you're hanging from the rappel line without harm.
I'm gonna scoop him up and get myself back up the rappel real fast.
Jasper and you are lifted safely into the helicopter.
Everybody, we've got Jasper secured. It's time to get out.
Okay, Nellie, you and I need to get to the caves.
Yeah. You okay?
I wait for Eva to get on board and we peel out.
Nels, once you're safely secured, I'll try and meet you down there.
Copy that.
I'm meeting up with Nellie. Okay, you gotta trust me on this. And I pick her up and start soaring, leaping towards the caves.
Down the ravine in the opposite direction from the firefight as fast as you can go. Into Bronson Canyon? The helicopter peels away. Where are you headed?
I roll out the sun bags and I'm like, Eva, we gotta travel in style.
The spotter can help you. You sure about this, sir?
Nope.
He helps you.
Yep.
I'm gonna start loading Jasper in as well.
Body
Yeah.
bags are in fact sunproof. No one wants sunlight to affect the decomposition of a dead body at a crime scene. It is not an elegant or comfortable way to travel, but it will keep the sun's rays off you for a time.
Greg, Daffodil, drop us at the club, circle back to the caves, pick them up, put them in bags, bring them back.
Copy.
So drop us to the Maharani and then come back for them.
You wanted them to take you into Hollywood as the sun begins to come over the horizon. By the time you reach it, you'll be dead to the world. So will Nellie and Annabelle, seeking shelter in the Bronson Caves.
Right back at you, kid.
The the fire burning on the hillside behind you, the enemy troops scattered, and what's left of Abram's soldiers trying to get out without being killed. You have what you came for. Seems like an appropriate place to pause our story. Hello, and welcome back to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, L.A. by Night. Season 3, Chapter 7, Hollywood Ending. The coterie has succeeded in retrieving Jasper. The Maharani the ghouls leave you in the day sleep. You are unaware of what transpires when the sun is in the sky. Some of you are wounded, physically, mentally, and one of you is in torpor and staked. You have no knowledge of what passes in the daytime. When the sun sets the following evening and your eyes open, you find yourselves in the Maharani, in the rooms that Victor has prepared. Annabelle, Mark is sitting next to you, and as you open your eyes, he kneels down beside your bed, runs his hands over the jagged claw marks in your jacket, on your back. What the hell happened? It wouldn't tell me anything.
I came back to you.
Are you all right?
I am now. Where's everyone else?
I don't know. Well, Dad, he's in his room.
Everybody else made it back, though, yeah?
I think so. Looked like to me like Nellie was hurt. And your buddy, Jasper, man, he's in bad shape, babe. I mean, he's got that thing, a chunk of wood sticking out of him. They said to leave it.
Okay, I'm gonna check on them.
So, the news. I guess you guys were filming a movie up there last night,
Yeah.
right? Helicopters, explosions. This is maybe it's a new superhero flick, action thriller, I don't know. Anyway, that's what the news says.
You know, at the end of this war, we actually better put out a really good film, or there are gonna be some questions.
I mean, I get a starring role. I always wanted to be an actor.
I don't know, maybe you can help out.
God, that looks
with
awful. Your
the
arm. Your
production.
arm.
I'm fine.
What did this? Was this a kindred?
Yeah.
Oh, your poor jacket.
I know, it'll be fine though. Maybe I can get some cool patches or something.
Does this mean you're gonna wash it?
Not now that it's anti-vampire too. I just keep stacking, buffs on it. How am I supposed to wash it now?
I'm just glad you're okay. He puts his arms around you. Doesn't move for a long time. Feels good to feel his heartbeat, the life pulsing against your chest.
Mark, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I got you into
Puts his hands on your mouth. Just let me have a moment.
Okay.
You got a bunch of text messages from Casey to look at, too.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Victor, you are, of course, in your room.
When I wake up, is Campbell there?
He's not in the room with you.
I call him.
He answers immediately.
We get everybody out?
Yes, sir.
Where's Jasper?
He's in the secure basement room, sir.
Cool.
I think Miss Eva is with him.
I'm on the way. Keep everybody on high alert. We don't know what they did to him.
Sir?
And then I hang up, and I send the text to everybody we talked to, mission accomplished. And then I head to
Several of them check in right away. Some don't reply. Gary says, "Call me later, Victor."
I'll say, need to check on something, and then I'll give you a call.
His text reply is, "At your convenience."
And then I head to where, I head to where Nellie is and make
Nellie,
sure she's back.
it's so nice to wake up in beautiful surroundings. Decor that you have chosen. Colors that you have selected that are easy on the eye and nourishing to your soul. You've got some dislocated joints, some torn ligaments, a broken nail.
That's gonna be more expensive than I want it to be.
But you're not badly hurt. Could have been considerably worse, considering the situation that you were in. You can still feel the faint tingle of excitement in your blood from the soldier's life-giving essence.
Grab my phone and see if Abrams had contacted. If not, I'd like to send him a text message.
His text message is there waiting for you, and it just says, "Call me, babe."
Hit dial.
Nellie,
Hi.
tell me how you are.
I'm a little shaken.
Are you okay? Do you need anything? Should I come over?
I'm fine. I need to.
Are you sure?
I-
You didn't come back to the penthouse.
I know. We ran short on time. But I'm safe. Just the shoulder hurts a bit.
Do you have everything you need?
Well, not everything, but most things.
So,
Yeah.
it's a mess.
That bad?
Part of the park is partially burned on the Hollywood sign side.
Okay.
Controlled explosions on the movie set that got out of control.
Ooh.
Injuries. This one's going to be difficult to clean up. I've got it.
Okay.
I'm going to call in some help from a few friends, but
Okay.
it's a messy one.
Thanks for the help. I really appreciate it. And your team was very, very helpful with this situation.
Those that made it back alive will be rewarded appropriately.
Yes. Yeah.
They didn't all make it.
What?
They didn't all make it.
Oh shit.
When there's that much gunfire floating around, somebody's gonna go.
I'm sorry.
The important thing is that you are safe. You got your Jasper. Was that really worth it?
Yes, it was definitely worth it. I need to check on him. Shoot. I gotta call you back. I don't even know if I just know that he went up and that was pretty much all I
Where
remember.
did you spend the day, Nellie?
I know that Annabelle took me to the caves and that was about all I remember right now.
Okay. Check in with me later, will you?
Sounds good.
I'll let you know if anything else happens. Hey, listen. If they come hunting tonight, you know where to come.
Yeah.
You can, God, I can't believe I'm going to say this. You can bring your friends.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, talk to you soon.
Okay. Gotta go.
What does Case say?
Casey's got a string of text messages. Looks like she texted you about half an hour before the sun came up. Let you know that one text reads, "Camarilla engaged. Bad fight. Call me when you can."
Shit.
Hey, Annie.
Case?
You okay? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Shit.
What happened?
It was terrible. We hit the place, that tech office building in Wilshire, the place you said.
And?
You were right. They had cash and they had drugs. And hey, they had fucking gold in there. Gold bars. I'm not shitting you. Like Fort Knox or something. What the hell? Doesn't anybody use banks anymore?
Right?
Anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
you okay?
Yeah.
The girls
yeah,
okay?
I'm okay. No, they're not, Annie. They're all dead. Sycorax is in torpor. I'm pretty banged up, but Dolly's dead, and they're all gone. That thing, that monster. We must have triggered an alarm. I don't know. But they got there fast.
It wasn't supposed to happen that way. You're just supposed to.
Yeah, I know. We're downtown. We're hanging out with the last round for the night. Nines is putting us up. I got Sick here with me, and we'll figure out what to do.
What happened to the building?
Well, the building is... well, they won't be using that place anymore. And we got a lot of their shit.
Okay, use it to rebuild. Do we?
We need to meet up soon.
Yeah.
I need to tell you how it went down, and you need to hear it. But
Case, I'm so sorry.
I'd do it again.
What?
I'd do it again. Those capes, those fucks, they deserve it.
Yeah, I guess we're all gonna go sooner or later. And it's pretty cool if it's in a blaze of glory, right?
It's important that it's in a good cause. And you're a good cause. This is a good cause. But I don't know how to fight that thing.
I'll meet up with you and we can go over it, okay? Stay
Okay,
safe.
take care. Oh. Did you get your guy?
He's home.
Okay. Give the sad boy a little peck on the cheek for me.
Sure will.
I loved his dance off, with the monster. But next time we dance with her, she's gotta go.
She's dead.
Bye, babe.
Bye.
Mark is deeply concerned. He heard half your side of the conversation, and he doesn't say anything. He just puts his arms around you and holds you. Eva, you wake in the sub-basement. It's comfortable, better than the Maharaja Club. Campbell is near you. He has apparently arrived in the last few moments. Miss?
Where's Jasper?
He's in another room. I was told to let everyone know when you were all awake.
Take me to him.
Of course. Campbell sends out a text to the team. Miss Eva is awake. Mr. Jasper is in the basement.
Head down there, but do I see Nellie on the way down?
I would assume that you two would intersect on your way out as she is leaving her rooms and you are leaving yours. Greg would see Nellie at about the same time from the lounge area.
Fucking nails.
You all right? That's the worst thing, the nail? Everything else is good?
I mean, I have a dislocated shoulder, but my fucking nails.
I would just like the record to show that I was better at shooting than you were at climbing.
Okay, but you missed the part where Eva floated me.
No, I saw that. And did you see her with the chopper? Like, that was incredible. We're walking, by the way, while
Yeah.
we're having this conversation. Like, that what she did, that was incredible. And you know what? You were incredible. Thank you.
We all did our jobs pretty good.
Now let's talk about healing for a moment. Those of you who took superficial willpower damage for rerolls or to boost your attributes, you heal the highest of your composure or resolve. That should eliminate most, if not all, of the superficial damage. None of you took aggravated willpower damage. Some of you took superficial damage. And if you did, you can rouse the blood to heal it according to your blood potency. I think that's just Nelly. Is that right? Mm-hmm. You have 2 superficial. So if you want to heal it now, you can make a rouse check to see if you get hungry while you do it, or you can wait.
I'm gonna wait.
Gotta keep that edge.
Yeah.
Aggravated damage, much harder to heal. Annabelle, you've taken over half your health track in aggravated damage from the claws of that frenzied kindred. If you want to start healing it, you can heal 1 aggravated wound per night, but it costs 3 rouse checks to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Before we begin, everyone who is not in torpor, but who is a vampire, make a rouse check to see if you hunger when you awake.
Oh, God.
I technically never fed, so I passed this, but I guess I still have my previous hunger, correct?
That's correct.
So I'm still at 3.
Still at 3. Eva?
Success. I'm still at 2.
Annabelle? You can hear that voice. That demanding, insistent voice. Let's get something. Let's do it. Wasn't it great to be on the edge? Wasn't that fucking awesome?
Shut up.
Just let me do what I want for a change, and you'll feel better. We'll both feel better.
I highly doubt that.
Mark is right there. Look at him. All soft and squishy.
There are plenty of other people that, just...
Yeah, but you know that his blood tastes best. Fine, have it your way. Where are you headed, Victor, Nelly, and Greg? Downstairs to the basement?
Yeah, Jasper's area.
So, Jasper's comatose body has been placed on a table in one of the sub-basement rooms. This is the deepest part of the club, and unlike the Maharaja, it's actually clean and well lit. He lies there in repose, completely insensible to the world around him. He cannot hear you, he cannot see you. The jagged wooden stake is still in his chest. But there is something else that you didn't notice last night. He is wearing something that Jasper would not normally wear. In his right ear, he wears an earring. It is an earring that you, Victor, recognize instantly because it is one of a pair that you gave to someone very important to you not very long ago. You gave those earrings to Ebe.
Whatever they've done to him, is the earring doing it, or have they done something else to him?
Can I use Sense the Unseen to try and see exactly where the blood sorcery is, or if it's that, or...
Yes, of course. That is, in fact, the best way to see what's going on. So Sense the Unseen is free, but you'll need to make a Wits and Auspex roll. I'm looking for 3 successes.
2. Oh,
And you may spend willpower
Spend
to
a willpower.
re-roll any of the black failed dice.
4.
A total of 4 successes. The earring has blood sorcery on it. And so does a ring on his finger. A ring that you recognize very, very clearly. And you know that ring did not have blood sorcery on it.
I take it nobody's touched him yet.
Now, it is possible to recognize the arcane signature of a thaumaturge. You had 4 successes, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Strauss. Strauss on the ring. You don't recognize the arcane signature on the earring, however.
There's nothing on his body.
Nothing on his clothes, nothing on the body, and nothing on the stake. He is safe to touch except for those 2 objects. You don't think that they're wards.
Evening, folks. How are we doing?
You okay there?
Oh, yeah. yeah, I got worse.
A broken nail.
claw marks. Oh, you broke a nail.
I mean, I have a dislocated shoulder, but I broke a nail.
Very sorry for your loss, Nellie.
I think there are more pressing
Right.
matters.
Yes.
All right, what's the matter with him?
He's in torpor. He needs blood. I'm not sure.
Pull the stick out first.
No. Not yet.
What did he say when we had the talk?
I could give a shit what he said. We're going to wake him up. What do we do?
Incidentally, he said yes.
It's very likely when he does wake up that he will be very hungry, and it would be in our best interest to keep him staked at first.
First of all, last night he had some glowy shit going on. Is that going to be a problem?
The earring and the ring, but I don't think they're not. I don't think they're wards. I think we're fine, although
Should we get them off of him before we wake him up?
possibly bloodstones.
Yeah, I don't think they just put magic on jewelry and hung him up there for nothing. Like, do they mean something? Do they say something? Are they
Are
explosive
they listening
rooms?
to? We know you're listening to us.
I don't quite think that's gonna help.
Can they do that? Is that a...
I don't know.
Tremere stuff, man. I don't know.
I don't know of any magic like that.
Okay, well, if you say, I know you're listening to us and everything, that way if they are, they know. But if they aren't, then it's fine. I just said it.
Can you tell who did this?
The blood sorcery on the ring is Strauss. I don't know. For the earring, I'm not sure.
So they have at least one other powerful Tremere.
It's a really nice earring.
Who enchants one earring? What is this?
Yeah, it is. It's one of the ones I gave to Eve.
Do
Maybe-
they
Are
have
we saying
Eve?
Eve did
Wait,
this?
why the fuck does she...
Maybe when we wake him up, maybe he'll know something about it. It's one crisis at a time. I'll call Fiorenza when this is over.
Jesus Christ.
Only easy day was yesterday.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. They took Jasper, and now they have an earring that Eve, your Eve, the one that Fiorenza lent you.
Yeah.
Are you not connecting anything here? Why would you call Fiorenza?
I don't know what they've done to the earring. I don't know what they've done to him. Let's just say
Okay.
finish rescuing him,
Yeah.
and then
Agreed.
we'll worry about that.
Problems from the day.
What do we do about the jewelry? Can we pull it off?
Sure.
Should you touch it, or
Is that a maybe or a we might turn into
You're
fire
already
and die?
damaged.
It didn't hurt him when he touched Jasper's body. Maybe he should do it.
But if this isn't a ward, then is
I
this
don't-
different?
I don't think it's a ward.
Would
Would
you?
you please?
Are we reasonably certain I'm not going to combust?
I
Nope.
don't
No.
know of
You
I
didn't
don't
last
know of
night.
wards for your kind.
I swear to fucking God.
We will tell your story.
Fucking blank body magic. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and try and pull the ring off first.
It comes off his finger easily, and it feels like a normal ring. Would you describe it for us, please? What is its shape, size, composition?
Copper ring. It looks like this. It's got a design, a simple design on it, inlaid in copper or brass.
He was playing with that the other day.
Are you examining it, Greg?
Yeah. Does
Is
it
there
feel
any
like
distinguishing
anything?
marks or features on it?
Let's see here.
On the inside, there's an inscription written in another language.
I do not believe that Greg understands that language.
I do not.
Okay, fine. That's off of him.
Is that doing anything?
Try the earring.
It isn't.
I'll take it. It's fine.
Are you?
Can you
Even
guys
with
touch
Strauss
it?
magic on it?
I'll risk it. Just give it to me, please.
Okay.
All right.
There's no pain, Eva, but you recognize the sensation of blood sorcery when you feel it. Blood sorcery is part of you. It's as much a part of you as your skin, your fangs, your eyes, your hair, your vitae. You don't recognize the effect. You're not sure what has happened. But you touching it has triggered the magic.
Are you okay?
Is everything fine?
Something happened. I don't know what.
Okay, so I'm gonna get the earring off now, and then nobody else is gonna touch it.
Victor, can you have someone get this out of here? I don't know
Drive
what
it
its
out?
effect is, but I'd rather get it away from where we are right now.
Throw it off the fucking
Like,
pier.
Campbell, could you have somebody
Campbell-
wrap that up and take it away?
Campbell
Not you.
was waiting right outside the door. He steps in. What can I do, sir?
Have somebody wrap this up and take it over to the Maharaja.
Sir?
The safe is still there. Put it in the safe in the Maharaja.
Yes, sir. Nah, the safe
No,
isn't
it's
there.
not.
Jasper.
Oh, did
he
I?
did the.
I forgot. I told him to open it. I don't. You know what? Just have somebody drive around with it. I don't care. We'll get back to that, but not you, and have that not here.
Sure, Bailey's
have
out of the
somebody-
hospital. He can take it.
Not Bailey. No, not Bailey. Not Bailey. Not Avery. They've done enough. Somebody else.
Sir?
And then have a second person when we get this earring off. Take the earring somewhere else. But let's, for now, move that thing, please.
Campbell holds out his hand.
You don't touch it.
Should we have eyes on it in case?
The person driving it'll have eyes on it.
Right. Okay.
So to be clear, sir, searchlight worked. It did what you needed.
I mean, we survived, so yes, thank you. And that was an
Couldn't really
excellent idea,
see.
Annabelle, with the searchlight, by the way.
Couldn't really see. When Miss Annabelle told us what she wanted, I thought it seemed kind of crazy.
You did super.
Well, when you fight
I
shadow,
see what you did there, Miss Annabelle.
when you fight shadow monsters, take away the shadows.
So it was the same thing that intruded here in the club, sir? The same thing that took Mr. Jasper?
One and the same.
All right, try the earring.
See.
I'm gonna get and pull the earring off.
You know what? Actually, that reminds me. Up the house lights all over this place and turn all the external lights to maximum.
Yes, sir.
Maybe also a separate generator.
Yeah.
So you're saying that bright light has an effect?
Yes, sir. Well, they need shadows. It's not like Gremlins where they can't go in bright light. It's just if they don't have any shadows, they can't use a lot of their abilities.
But, sir, we saw that they could create their own shadows.
One crisis at a time, Campbell.
Yes, sir.
Would you
Of course.
please
I'm
raise the
sorry,
lights
sir.
for me.
My apologies. I'll have someone waiting outside the door to take the jewelry.
Thank you.
I've got the earring too.
Ah, you removed the earring
Yeah.
as well. Nellie, you know a bloodstone when you see one, and so does Eva. The rubies have been replaced with other stones. It is the same earring, one of a set, one of a pair, but the stones are different.
Well, I don't think there's any grand mystery that we brought him here, and they already know where this is, so. But still, move it along, please.
I'm gonna take the ring and the earring and wrap them in my eyeglass cleaner. Just bundle them up.
And is this bundle the one that you're going to hand to the security guard?
Who's it going to?
Yeah.
Campbell introduces a very young security guard, you think maybe barely out of college. This is Franklin. He'll take it.
Franklin, good times. Hey, if you think anybody's chasing you or anything, call it in, please, okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Want me to lose him?
Yeah, if you can.
What do I do with that?
Just drive around with it.
All day? All night?
Easy money. Till we tell you
All
to come
day,
back.
all night?
You can come back at dawn.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right.
He takes the small bundle, puts it into his jacket pocket, and leaves.
Okay, so how do we get him up?
I need to figure out what kind of blood he needs. How it needs to be stronger than his own. I don't know what it is yet.
So that's one of you guys, right?
Maybe. I can check.
Whatever you need.
I'm going to grab his wrist and bite in and cast Taste for Blood. Just a little bit.
Her fangs pierce Jasper's flesh.
Jesus.
There is no rouse check, but you need to make a resolve and blood sorcery roll. Looking for 3 successes.
One, two, three, four, 5.
5 successes. This is the first time that you have tasted his vitae. It is everything you hoped. It reminds you of the better days when you knew the sun and the wind. Before you became what you are. It also imparts knowledge to you. You can taste the resonance of the vitae. Of course, it tells you that he is kindred. More importantly, it tells you that you aren't powerful enough to wake him. Not without augmenting your vitae's concentration.
I think I can help him. I'll have to use more magic. He has powerful blood. The same as mine. And would I know Annabelle's?
Well, you have tasted
She is taking.
Annabelle's blood before,
Yes, but not recently.
so your recollection of that night, the very first night you met Annabelle and Jasper, was at Griffith Observatory. Seems like a long time ago now, even though it was only a few months. Her blood at the time was not as powerful as yours is now, and it is not sufficient to waken Jasper.
He needs more powerful blood. I can magically increase my own. I can try.
How powerful are you talking?
Yeah, why not?
Ours are the same now. So as long as I can increase it.
If you can do that without risk to you, then do it.
What do you need?
He would have totally wanted it that way.
Okay.
Do you need anything from us? Okay.
Greg,
Yeah.
when he wakes up, he's probably gonna be a little crazy. So stand behind me if you would. All right.
I'm going to keep him staked.
Yeah, we're leaving the steak in, right?
At some point, it's coming out.
Yes, but not.
And then what's he gonna need?
Well, he'll need to feed.
What does
We'll
he
get
feed
there.
upon?
Just stand behind me, please.
All right.
I'm going to do blood of potency to try and increase my own potency.
Make a rouse check first.
I guess we'll.
Succeed.
Keep your hunger at bay. Having tasted Jasper's vitae, you feel no urge to have anything else. It's perfect the way it is. But now you need to make resolve and blood sorcery roll.
Five, critical success.
Critical
A regular
success.
critical.
So critical on the black dice,
Yes.
but not on the red.
No.
And only one critical, not a pair, right?
She's got 5.
5 total.
5 total.
Okay. It's been a while since you've done this. There really isn't much need these nights. Looking inward at yourself, you begin to trace the path that brought you here, focusing on the vitae. You remember a night long ago when you became what you are, and darker times afterwards. Fleeing, desperate, hiding, seeking solitude, clawing your way up the ladder of humanity, slipping down, and hauling yourself back up again. And as you walk forward in your mind, you feel the vitae compress, pressurize, concentrate. It grows in power, increasing its potency. For the remainder of the night, your blood potency is 1 level stronger than where you started. It should be enough. Now, the stake is still in his chest, is that right?
Yeah.
Wait, just. I'm gonna go run upstairs and eat real quick.
I should probably do the same.
That's all.
Feed.
What?
Actually, I would have somebody come to me.
Real quick.
So, do you want them to come to the room, or do you want to go to them?
I will go just outside because I don't want any mortals in this room because I know how this is about to go down. But I have to be like, hold on one. In fact, I can have somebody come for you too.
Thanks.
Yeah, just outside.
So, of course,
Make
You
sure
have
they've,
supply.
caffeined a little.
I'm like, who's been on the Red Bulls? You, buddy.
sir, yeah, I feel great.
Yeah, Annabelle wants to have a word with you.
Annabelle.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, me, anybody.
So, you're brought a willing vessel from your herd. Someone who looks up to you, respects you. Someone who's a fan. Someone who's a little in awe of your celebrity and sort of basks in the fact that they work for Victor Temple.
Hey, what's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Terry?
Terry?
Yeah, I just started on the night shift, the cocktail night. I mean, they're all night shifts, but I just started.
Can you help me out with something, Terry? I'd really appreciate it.
Mr. Temple, absolutely.
Say, look over there. What's that?
What are you talking about?
Lean in and sink my fangs in.
So,
Fucking Christ.
Would you rather leave?
You're an
She leans into you,
Fine.
turning her head to make it easier for you to puncture the flesh of her neck. And you're able to take exactly what you need. You can taste her excitement. You can taste how proud she is to be an employee of the Temple of Boom. You can taste her ambition and her independence, her hopes. She wants to do something with her life. She wants to go places. She's not satisfied with the ordinary. And she hopes that this job will be the first step on a journey into a larger world. How much do you take?
Just 2 to get me down to 1.
So, remove 2 hunger dice, and you are now at 1 hunger. When it's done, she's a little lightheaded, but she's also a little flustered. That was really, that was unexpected, but, Should I go back to work?
You know what? Take the rest of the night off. Because tomorrow, promotion.
I just started.
I know, but I got a good sense of you. I have an insight into people. I like your proactivity. I like your hustle.
Yes, sir. You know, I've been working on a few marketing plans.
Yeah.
I think maybe you are missing a few opportunities.
Really?
Could I bring them?
Well, I tell you what. I got to do a thing right now. A friend of mine's not feeling too well. But write it all up. We'll look at it tomorrow. Thanks, sir. Hey, I couldn't do that. I literally could not do this without you. Thank you.
I appreciate that, sir. I won't let you down.
Hey, we'll see you tomorrow night. And then I go back in.
Hey, you know the drill, right? You've been around for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I'm good. This is great.
Cool.
I'm happy to help.
Thank you so much. Great, let's do this.
Yeah, you know, I've had a lot of Red Bull. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Yeah, all right.
I'll take.
He offers you your choice of arms.
Okay, I take the right wrist.
The right wrist.
Bite into it.
Well, he was right. He's had a lot of Red Bull. You can taste the rush of the stimulant in the bloodstream. He actually is happy to help. He does know the score. He feels he's making an informed choice that's right for him. He consents completely to give you the nourishment that you need, and he feels that in return, he's getting the knowledge that he is helping a worthy cause. How much of his blood do you take?
Just 2 to get me down to 1.
Take away 2 of your hunger dice. He's pretty unsteady on his feet.
I look at clothes. Hey, get some rest. And
Wow,
also,
that was, whew. That was
awesome. Good.
I'm so glad I could help.
Anytime. Thank you.
Well,
hydrate.
maybe.
Stay hydrated.
Aren't you supposed to drink orange juice or something out? Do I get a cookie?
You can go upstairs and ask the kitchen for some of their tiramisu. It's super good.
That sounds really, really good. You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
You look like you've had a rough whatever.
I'm fine. I've had, worse claw marks.
Yeah? Ooh. Okay, I'll see you around.
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
next time.
Next time. Oh, yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. I'm Emilio, by the way.
Thanks, Emilio. Annabelle.
Baby B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby.
So cool.
Yeah. Cool.
He
You know-
finally leaves.
You are so judgy for a guy who was a trained killer before you started all of this.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I haven't quite gotten the stomach for drinking my victims yet. I'll get there, I promise.
You'll learn.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, ready.
How's he doing?
Ready.
How you doing?
I'll be fine once Jasper's awake. I'm going to cut my wrist.
With your fangs?
Sure.
Very well.
Wait. Am I allowed to touch him if I need to hold him down?
Yeah,
Okay.
he should be fine with the stake.
Just stand behind Victor.
Please.
And I'm going to bring my wrist to his mouth and will
You will have to force the blood into his mouth, as he cannot swallow from your wrist on his own. As the crimson vitae trickles onto his lips, into his mouth, and down his throat. His eyes open.
Even with the stake they open?
His stake is still in his chest. That seems to be the only movement of which he is capable.
Just keep drinking, Jasper.
Jasper, you can see. You can see where you are, and you can hear, but you cannot move. The edge of the stake protruding from your chest is within your line of vision.
It's okay.
So you are aware, at least theoretically, of what has happened.
You need blood. Just keep
You're
drinking.
safe. You're safe. It's okay.
Don't remove it yet?
But you do not remember how you got here. The last thing that you recall before tasting this intoxicatingly delicious vitae was the fight on the roof of the Maharani. The La Sombra, shadow of the abyss, coldness, and then oblivion. Now, when Jasper wakes, he is at hunger 5 from being in torpor. Forcing the blood into his mouth will ease his hunger.
Yes.
But he cannot avoid the risk of frenzy until his hunger is reduced to 1. That is a lot of your blood, Eva. You will have to make rouse checks in order to avoid hunger as well. Give me a total of 3, please.
Success. Success. Another success.
Power of love.
So, without tempting your own beast, you are able to slake the terrible thirst within him. So, Jasper's hunger reduces from 5 to 1. And Jasper, there aren't words in the vocabulary of humans or vampires to describe the ecstasy of the taste. It is beyond description. So, still immobilized, however,
I'm going to pull out the stake.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Welcome back.
now the wound in your chest is, of course, massive. But it is only superficial damage. It is not aggravated.
You're okay.
You're safe.
How did I get here?
There was a rescue mission. We had call signs and everything.
We nearly burned down the Hollywood sign. We'll tell you later. It was pretty rad, actually.
Sounds subtle.
As subtle as they usually are.
Where's my thing?
They took everything.
Everything.
Yeah. They left you with the ring and
It had
An earring.
Hearing.
it had blood magic on it. We had to get rid of it.
Do you remember anything?
Are you okay?
let's give them a minute.
What? Who? I don't remember anything that happened after the Maharani.
You're gone for 3 nights.
3 nights.
Yeah.
3 nights.
You don't know who had you?
I mean, I assume it was Aurora. Because that's who I went through with.
We didn't find you with her. Rodrigo was...
Where did you... Hollywood sign?
Hollywood sign.
You were strapped up there on the O.
Great.
Strauss put blood magic on that ring.
Okay.
Do you need a minute? If you guys want some privacy, we can. It's a lot, I know.
You all did a rescue.
Yeah.
Who died? No one got out of that without dying.
We didn't, but some of our friends took some hits.
Okay.
We may have gotten Rodrigo. I didn't see his body, but he was hurt pretty bad when the sun came up.
Okay, so you traded me for other people. Good, great. How many people? How many people was I worth?
A lot.
I still need to. I haven't gotten the full check-in with everybody. We went right to dawn, man, and passed out, and here we are.
Jasper, we weren't going to leave you.
Jasper, you're worth it.
Worth it. Okay. So, what's the situation? What's going on? How have you been for 3 days?
Jasper, you have to understand that you need to stop throwing yourself in front of danger like this, because we're going to keep coming after you.
Apparently.
I understand that you threw yourself at her because you didn't want her to take one of us. But you saved my son, so thank you.
Ava, Greg, could you give us a minute, please?
It's Eva.
What?
You said Ava. It's Eva.
Eva, why haven't you been... I'm so fucking embarrassed!
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's...
All right, okay.
It's a nickname.
Eva, Gregory, would you give us a moment, please?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what would you prefer?
Really, it's all fine.
Okay.
I'll step out.
Cool.
So, Greg, you excuse yourself? Assuming that you don't go far.
It's right outside the doorway.
I'll step out.
That's new.
We're happy to have you back, Jasper.
I'm happy to be
And in
awake.
case you're wondering, not only are you worth it to us, but the people that volunteered for that mission all knew what they were getting into. But it's gotta stop. Up until now, we've been able to get by the skin of our teeth, by acting on our own, by keeping our secrets, by being one-man cool action heroes. But the only way that we were able to get away with what we did last night was because we all worked together. We communicated with each other. We pulled in different resources that some of us may not have been so thrilled to have found out about. But we did it, and we got you back. And that's the way it needs to be from now on. I called in a hit on the Camarilla and all of their assets. A good portion of their assets are gone now. The gold, the drugs, the money, but so are most of the Valkyries. I should have been there leading the team. So now, from now on, we cover all operations together, we pool our assets, we don't throw ourselves into danger, and we will survive this.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I'm sorry that you weren't there to die with them. But things... What I did was stupid. But so was leaving Mark alone. So were a lot of things we did. Not all of the blame for the situation lands squarely on my shoulders.
I agree. That is why I'm saying that all of us have to step up as a team. This wasn't just directed at you.
I get that. Just saying, so we're clear. I understand that what we're up against is more than we can handle each individually. Whether we wanted to be here or not, we're here. The way I look at the world is different than it used to be. And if it had not been you that was in danger, I wouldn't have been stupid. You think I'm just gonna throw myself straight at something that can easily tear me apart on a whim? Or because it was you that she was trying to take? Now, which would have been worse for us? Me or you? The leader of the revolution? Or me? So I made a decision to get taken. I didn't expect you to come get me, nor did I expect to live. I am grateful that you did, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy that I'm alive, because I have things to live for now.
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 What's changed?
A lot of things. So, we can become a better team now. But there is a hierarchy of who's more important in the situation we're in. And you have to at least know that, whether you agree with it or not.
I don't.
Doesn't change that it is. Anyway. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Are we done? Can they come back in?
Actually,
I'm sorry.
Just glad you're home. I'm sorry. Promise me that at least you'll give me the choice.
sorry, did something I went against you. It had to be done.
We got him back.
Yeah. I need to go check on Greg. Something's not right.
What's wrong with Greg?
He's acting a little more broody than he normally does.
How can you tell?
It's just something there.
Ow.
Hey,
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
so,
Yeah, you need to
Okay.
take it easy.
hey, Annabelle, can you and I take a walk?
Yeah.
I'm sure you want a moment with Eva, but Jasper, personally, I think what you do is fantastic. I would just ask you to remember one thing.
What?
You matter a lot.
Apparently I do. I'm worth the lives of a bunch of Valkyries, which, hey, if you follow Norse mythology, that's pretty high up there.
And not that you care, but also a broken nail.
I don't, Nelly. I don't care about that at all.
What, dude? Yeah, it's
All of mine are broken.
We need to fix that.
That's not how they're the same way.
Yes. Salon day.
I'm
It's
leaving.
a date.
I'm leaving.
I'm in it.
I'm leaving.
yeah. Let him
Come on,
and
Victor.
you and I and they can
I've made a note about that.
mani petties.
I want to try and heal some of my 5 aggravated damage.
So make make 3 rouse checks. It's a shame to waste that glow. But it's the only way it happens.
2 successes, 1 failure.
So you are at hunger 2,
I am at hunger 2.
which you reduce the damage done
By 1.
to your body by 1 aggravated.
That's good enough for now.
Greg is right outside the door. So is Eva.
All yours.
Thanks, Eva.
Everything good in there?
As good as it's always gonna be, but what's wrong with you? What's up?
I'm just
Yeah,
Like, you can't even look me in the eye right now.
yeah, we gotta talk in private for a minute.
Yeah, Annabelle, would you?
Yeah.
I'd actually like to make our way to the dead room, the room where no electronics, nothing. The quiet room.
The cone of silence. The room where you have ensured that phones, radios, walkie-talkies, microphones do not work. It's a good thing that you have expert technological help.
Yev has been a vital addition to the team.
Very well.
None of you guys have heard anything from or seen Fiona for a while, right?
No, just been off the grid.
Okay, so. Fuck. I'm gonna break all this down. And I need you to take it all in and understand what's going on before you react. So we can do something about this. A while back, actually, when you sent me the second dose of the blood stuff, I got a call from the Bureau, or I don't know, someone calling themselves the Bureau. He said he was aware of the blank body presence in LA, in the Valley. He was aware that my team was down here investigating them, and he was aware that we had made contact to some degree. He was putting some new operation together, but it wasn't feds. They knew shit. It was some Inquisition type shit. They knew what they were talking about. He was calling it Operation First Light. And he strongly insisted that I come in for an interview to debrief. I had a choice to make. Either I burn myself now, or I take the opportunity to work that angle and hopefully do whatever I can to control the focus of their investigation. So I went in. We talked. I gave none of you up. I made it very clear I didn't know shit about the blanks in the valley, except he didn't completely buy it. So I had to give him a name, or it was gonna be my ass on the table. And I know the one vamp who's crawled up all our asses, to some degree, is Fiona. I gave him Fiona, knowing that if they had the firepower, if they had the know-how, maybe they could knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. We all walk away better off, and the attention's off you guys. It's been going on for a little while now. I've been down there a few more times, giving them intel, feeding them false leads, doing whatever I can to just keep them at bay. But they brought Fiona in. They did not follow any of my advice. Fiona got the better of them, and she took one of their agents. This guy, this big fucking blonde guy named Stillwater. He knows that I've been doing this work with the Inquisition. He's under Fiona's control. I don't know what shit she can do, but I'm willing to bet she can get that information out of him. This now presents a small problem.
Small?
Chloe was one thing, but now, obviously, Fiona is a much bigger deal. I've done everything I can to contain this so far, but it's obviously spilled over a bit. So I need to go and nip this in the bud. But before I do anything, I needed you up to date on what was happening. I was trying to insulate you from all of this Inquisition shit. And trying to keep it out of the fucking coterie's hands. So they wouldn't get the wrong idea. But we're a bit past that point now.
Clearly.
So now we gotta do something about it.
I appreciate your efforts. I really do. But when shit like this goes down, you need to fucking tell me about it!
I realize that. I will be more open with you about this kind of stuff. But you also have got to understand they are watching me. Every nighttime trip I take, every sojourn at one of these fucking clubs, I have every reason to believe they've got a guy on my tail and they're going to connect this to one of you. I have them thinking right now that they're going after something called the Black fucking Tower. I have them thinking right now that Fiona is their biggest enemy, that none of you even exist. But now Fiona's the problem. I know the Bureau, I know the Inquisition, I don't know blanks. I don't know what she can do, I don't know what she will do.
She can do a lot.
So I hate to make this your problem, Nels. But now I need some advice. This is not my area.
No, it's not.
You don't have to worry about them anymore, though. She fucking killed them all. Except for one guy. He says he's calling in a favor from the Vatican, but, or I assume it's the Vatican. He called it a higher power, bigger than the US government, so...
Okay.
I don't know what's above that, but...
This is what we're gonna do. I want you to write down every detail that you've told them. I want to know who that person is, what this still person looks like, where he lives, who's he attached to. I want to know everything.
Oh, I've got it all down.
Good. I text the rest of the coterie. We've got a problem.
You do have a problem. You are hunters in a sea of other hunters. Predators circling the same prey and circling one another. Hunters come in many different shapes and sizes. Some of them are obvious. Some of them are very well camouflaged. But they all hunt. And elsewhere tonight in the city of Los Angeles, The hunt is most definitely on.
Baron Therese, to what do I owe the honor?
Oh, Prince. You know I've found these private meetings to be very enlightening. I'm just here to sort out more of the pertinent details.
Of course, of course. You are aware that I have an entire court of people to take such meetings. I have a very busy schedule, so if you don't mind, let's cut to the chase, as they say.
Well, that simply wouldn't do. You see, I'm here to see you specifically because I have information for you, and I feel like we could really scratch each other's backs.
Yes, I don't mind my back being scratched. I don't tend to do a lot of scratching.
That's why I'm here. I'm here to learn about what your plans are for Santa Monica. I do live there.
Ah, yes, of course. Santa Monica. Santa Monica is part of my domain, part of my plan. We have very specific plans, as you know, for Santa Monica. We should find a smoother flow of traffic, let's say. We could find far less sand. Would be pleasant for our kind, of course. Perhaps the, what do they call it? Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel is spinning entirely in the wrong direction. I think that it might behoove us, as they say, to try another angle, if you understand.
Oh. Sounds like you have an excellent grip on what's happening here in Los Angeles.
Yes, of course, of course. Of course. It is wonderful, of course, to see you again, as always.
Wonderful to see you, Prince. Happy to see you doing your job.